Howdy Gorillas, 400-pound gorilla here, coming at you today with a quick compare and contrast of the Hydro Flask 21-ounce water bottle and the Tri-Provisions 20-ounce water bottle. The Hydro Flask is on the left. It's in the Desert Tan. That retails today on Amazon for about $22.65. You can find it ranging usually in the $21.60 to $23 range. If you want some of the brighter colors, comes in over a dozen colors. The reds, the oranges, the bright blues get it kicked up to around the $28 level. Tri-Provisions only comes in 4 colors: blue, gray, orange, and red, all for $14.95. So it's a significant savings over the Hydro Flask bottle. Between the two bottles, they're both made out of stainless steel. The Hydro Flask says 818 stainless steel. The Tri-Provisions is silent as to the type of stainless steel. They're both coated. The Hydro Flask has a sort of a more pebbly coating. The Tri-Provisions is a rubberized Hyde-Tech coating, HYDE, and it feels a little bit smoother, but both of them are grippy. Both of them work just fine. Maybe because of the pebbly finish, a slight nod to the Hydro Flask. Now on the caps, you can see that little keyring carabiner on the right next to the Tri-Provisions. That came with the bottle. I took it off, but the cap does have a hole in it so that you can put that carabiner or loop through there if you so desire. The Hydro Flask lid obviously has the huge hole, but does not have the smaller keyring hole on it. Both bottles work great. I've had them both for a couple months now. I live in Texas. Fill the bottles with ice in the morning, leave them in the car all day. Sometimes in summer our temperatures are easily into triple figures, and in the car it's even hotter. Put the bottles in there at 8 in the morning. When I come out at 4:30, 5 o'clock, still have icy cold water in the bottles, still have ice in the bottles. Even when the bottles are sometimes uncomfortably hot to the touch, still ice inside. I haven't done any 24, 36, or 48-hour tests on these, but about the longest I'm ever going to use it on the trail or in the car is 8 or 9 hours, and it's been fine. I've left these overnight inside the house, and they're almost filled with ice when I wake up in the morning. So in temperature-controlled conditions, even better, and I would imagine they'll go a long ways. Some of the reviews report people saying that they've lasted, 36 hours with ice. I think the manufacturer claims 24 hours for ice. The opening on the top, the measurements of the bottles, without the caps, they're both just a little under 9 inches. With the caps, they're about 10.5 inches. As far as the diameters, they look identical. If you were to hold them up next to each other, you can see essentially the same bottom. I can't see a measurement difference. They're both made in China. In all ways and aspects, I think they work identically. Haven't had any troubles. The Hydro Flask has a cap on it that has their brand name on it. The opening, you can see there's ice in there from today's water. I drank it, I left the ice in there. Opening about the same size on this one. They say it's a 1.75 inch opening. Plenty easy to get ice cubes in there. I added to my purchase the add-on Klean Kanteen Sports Cap. This was about $5.69 on Amazon today. I think mine was $4.99, but they're usually between $5 and $6 as an add-on item. Allows you to just pull that up and begin drinking out of it. Supposedly has some airflow things in there so that you don't get the whistling or the gurgling when you're drinking out of it. I find that handy. What I discovered with these, when they're in the cup holder on the car and I'm driving and I want to take a drink, with the screw-on tops, I have to pick it up, kind of hold the wheel with the edge of one hand while I'm unscrewing it, take the drink, and then screw the top back on. With the sports cap, easy to do it one-handed, lift it with one hand. lift up the bottle, take a drink, put it back down. That makes a big difference when you're using it on the road. So there you have it. I would strongly recommend both of these bottles. The Hydro Flask, kind of the gold standard of the insulated bottle, but certainly at about a 30%, 40% savings at $14.95 compared to $22 to $28 for the Hydro Flask. The Tri-Provisions hasn't taken the back seat to it at all. I like both bottles. I'd recommend both bottles. I don't think you can go wrong. This is the 400-pound gorilla out.